Hello. Welcome. Where is... Okay. Oh, hello. Hello, everyone. Been a 2 week or so since my last tarot reading. I do apologize. I am still not feeling that great. But I am surviving, so I do feel good enough to do tarot readings. But yeah, let me see where we were last off. Been a while. Okay, 2 weeks ago, we did get 2 major arcanas, and that was a little scary. Poppy, hello, welcome. How are you? Hello, Ryan, welcome. Hope you've been well. It was like understanding people, moving forward, using your own power to like be flexible and have like introspection on life, gaining a surge of confidence or public achievement, who knows. Okay, anyways. Let me switch over on to the demo. Cook and the pasta very soon. Can't wait. Cooking the pasta. Alright. Well, let's just get down to brass tacks of this week, since I didn't even write about last week. Alright. Embrace. Focus. Okay. I always forget how I wrote these still. Alright. Okay, let's just get to it. Alright. Our embrace card for this week is Queen of Wands. I've seen this card before, but writing down the info. Won't arrest Poppy. Poppy has done nothing wrong. Alright, Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands means courage, confidence, independence, being a social butterfly, having determination. Queen of Wands reminds you that you're upbeat, courageous, and determined. You're here to see through your creative vision and life purpose. Even in the face of adversity and challenge, you're optimistic and full of ideas to share with others. You know what you want and how to get it, and you are masterful at engaging with others to achieve your goal. Stay fiercely determined and focused on your goals while being friendly and optimistic with those around you. The Queen of Wands asks you to be bold in your undertakings and actions. Don't be afraid to own your real power and put it into the world. You have so much to offer, so shine your light bright. Believe in yourself and what you stand for, and don't be afraid to speak up and be heard. The Queen of Wands suggests that you lead a busy life, making connections with others and putting yourself out there to pursue your creative vision. You radiate health and vitality, and your inner vibrancy fills you with energy and inspiration. A natural-born, intelligent leader who actively inspires others. You instill confidence in others, and you give them the power to self-assurance that they can achieve anything you set their mind to. You create a powerful first impression and quickly win others with your sweet, warm, and charming nature. Now's the perfect time to put yourself out there, meet new people, and create a community of like-minded people. They will be drawn in by your energy, passion, and enthusiasm, and together you create positive change in the world. Finally, the Queen of Wands encourages you to know your shadow self, the lesser known and sometimes darker side of who you really are. This doesn't necessarily need to be a negative aspect. It could be something that most people don't know about you, at least not yet. While you want to protect this part of yourself, the Queen of Wands encourages you to express this side more openly with others. Don't be afraid to show your shadow now and then. It'll enable you to connect with others on a deeper level. Hi Chaz, welcome. Alright, so Queen of Wands. Let's write down the base points, which is, in my opinion, courage, confidence, independence, and determination. And then from here we can see, what does it mean to embrace these things? Embraced your creative visions, you know? Oh my god, I spelled creative wrong, whatever. Be bold. In your actions. Shine bright. I think that's good. Alright, next would be our focus card. Like, what are we going to be focusing for the week ahead of us? And that will be death. That's cool. Alright, for those who don't know, death is not a scary card to get. As I know, it does look scary, but it's actually a very positive card. Don't be afraid. I know it looks scary. I'm being serious. Next round is then the upright tower. Well, okay, sure. So death means endings, change, transformation, and transition. You drew the tower last time, nothing scares you anymore. Oh yeah, I did want to ask, if you don't mind me, did that really mean anything for you during that week? Or for like the rest of that week? Of how that went? Poppy. You're like, things are okay, nothing happened. And I'm like, okay. Oh, something did happen. Ooh, okay. right? So, death as a card is honestly like from how Anya reacted. Just so you guys know, it's a very misunderstood card. People would just be like, "Oh my god, death!" It's like, no, death card is actually one of the most positive cards in the deck. um, it's about closing one door to open another, putting the past behind you and parting ways, and ready to embrace new opportunities and possibilities. Focus on new opportunities. Oops, I am misspelling everything. Whatever. It may be difficult to let go of the past, but you'll see its importance and promise of renewal and transformation. It may be difficult to let go of the past. If you resist these necessary endings, you may experience pain, both emotionally and physically. But if you exercise your imagination and visualize a new possibility, you allow more constructive patterns to emerge. Similarly, death shows a time of significant transformation, change, and transition. You need to transform yourself and clear away the old to bring in the new. Focus on transforming the old to bring in the new. Death card has an element of sudden and unexpected changes. Death happens to everyone, no matter who you are, how much you have, how much money you have, where you live. It is the same with a significant change. Death card can be a sign that you feel as though you're caught in a path of sweeping change and cannot escape its effect, especially if it's accompanied by the Tower or the Hanged Man. So we do get that card in our next reading. We'll see. Although the upheaval may not seem unwanted, or may seem unwanted and painful, this massive change could bring with a series of unexpected surprises and create new opportunities and advantages for you. Death is a sign you need to let go of unhealthy attachments in your life to pave the way for a fuller, more fulfilled life of deeper meaning and significance. Let go of outworn and outgrown way of life and move forward with them. See, this is a time to cut out excess and let go of what is unnecessary in your life. Purge the old belonging, memories, and baggage that are getting in your way. Focus on moving forward. Alright. What a card. And for our last one here. Okay, I was a little scared we were gonna get Death or Hanged Man. I was like, oh, please don't. Two of Wands, upright. Death and Tower both cards are big changes. What would you say is the main difference between the two? Sorry, finishing writing Two of Wands here. Okay. Difference, how I see it, is that Tower is kind of has a bit of a negative connotation because it's like you're not even given the choice for that change, and then it's gonna be sudden or like quick, or like tough upon the person who did receive the Tower card. It's like how I see it is like the Tower is like your foundation, like what your morals or your belief system might be like flipped, like it might be like taken that change because via the Tower. Whereas with Death, it's like recognizing that it like needs to be let go, and then you can put in like something new. Tower is like the same, like you said, it's kind of similar, but it's like Tower is like, oh, it's just like you have to start new. Tower feels like you have to start fresh, you have to start new, whereas Death is recognizing that what you're getting new might be like grown on top of like what was the old values that you had, and you just move forward from that. That's kind of how I perceive it. And for me, I feel like the tower is kind of seen in a negative light as like a um like an upheaval and change of your perspective. Oh yeah, totally fine. I do want to explain this more properly, since some people might be like, oh, why do you see death as like a better card, you know? Welcome, thank you for following. I see it as kind of like for death, it feels like you don't have that choice. You don't have the choice to make the change. It's like it's gonna be happening whether or not you like it. As for death, it's like like you could use it as a like recognizing that something's going to end, and you can change it or transform it to something that's like bigger and better for you. You could like, the change will eventually happen, but you can you can part it in your own terms. Whereas tower is like, it's whether or not you wanted it to happen, it's gonna happen. That's how I perceive it for those two cards. I hope that made more sense of what I wanted to separate between the two. If it doesn't make sense, I apologize. I'll try to explain it better, and then like maybe make a graph or something. Alright, Two of Wands means future planning, progress, decision, and discovery. So, you know, this actually works really well with death. The death card, because this is like what we're gaining after we are able to focus on the major arcana. So progress, discovery, future planning. So the Two of Wands takes the spark of inspiration from the Ace of Wands and turns it into a clear action path. You went through the discovery phase, and now you want to manifest. Now you have to figure out how. You're exploring your options and carefully plotting out the path ahead, accounting for all possibilities and potential challenges. You're open to growth and exploring new territories. So as long as you maintain a level of certainty that your efforts will work out in the end. The Two of Wands appears in a tarot reading. It's not that you're not ready to make your move, it is more important that you establish a clear path before proceeding. Two of Wands is also about discovery. It takes courage to set out, but this card gives you the self-confidence and self-knowledge for that. You know what your goal is and is sure of its eventual fulfillment. The Two of Wands indicates that you're considering your longer-term goals and aspirations and are ready to plan for what you need to achieve for them. You have already come so far, and now you feel ready for a change, this time with your long-term future in mind. You may be contemplating overseas travel, further education, or a significant career switch to expand your horizons beyond your immediate environment. With careful planning and moderate approach, you will set yourself up for success. With this card, you may be making a choice between sticking with what you know or taking a risk. You understand the world has something bigger or more meaningful to offer you, yet you also realize that you must leave your familiar ground to capitalize on this opportunity. Even though you're already invested in a lot in your current circumstances, it is imperative that you step out and explore your options. Yeah, Yeah, yippee! So, like, definitely it's like gaining, let's see. What's the word I was trying to read? Gaining a clear path or plan. For your goals. Gaining new experiences. Let's write that. I think those two are good. Now if it actually happens, that's another story. Success! Yes. Success is out there. Alright, with that, I'll move on to getting you guys to do some readings for... I'll do some readings for you guys too. Should be open now. Success is out there, for sure. I love Mishu's emotes so much. They're so cute. Okay. Oops. Yeah. Feel free to use the card reading option with the heart, with the channel points, Poppy. Yeah, thank you. Alright, general reading for you, Poppy, will be... reverse Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Write you down, Poppy. General Ace of Coins reverse. Okay, so usually Pentacles do something with something materialistic or physical. So reverse means there may be lost opportunity, a lack of planning and foresight. With the Ace of Pentacles, when it's reversed in a reading, you may feel hesitant about moving forward with an offer, invitation, or opportunity, particularly one that relates to your career, finances, or business. You might be second-guessing the timing or doubting whether you have what it takes to see it through. Don't feel like you should move forward until you're ready. Assess the idea and its potential outcomes. Perform your due diligence and figure out if this opportunity is meant for you or not. This might be a warning that a financial opportunity, like a pay raise, a new job, or a business offer, could fall through unexpectedly. Your other party might retract it without explanation. If you get an offer, wait until the money is in your bank account before spending it. Ace of Pentacles reverse would also advise you to be very careful with your expenditures. When this card is inverted, the coin is looking as though it's about to fall out of your hand. Do not rely on promise of a financial opportunity in the future, like a pay raise or a gift. Be pragmatic and allow a bit of the fat in your budgeting in case you're without employment or have a large and unexpected financial outlay. At times, the reversed Ace of Pentacles suggests you're trying to manifest your goals, but keep running into delays and other impediments. If you're having limited success, you may need to revise your proposed approach. Financial or other professional advice may be necessary to get you back on track. If you're starting a new business or taking up a new job offer, the Ace of Pentacles warns of a significant risk due to lack of planning and foresight. Spend a bit more time in the planning stage and give ample consideration in the financial aspect of your new venture. So, actually this works pretty well with the reading that we just had for general, where it's kind of like telling you like, hey, there are these new opportunities that will open up for you. You'll probably have a clear path that you're planning, or maybe new experiences when it does end up happening. But the reverse Ace of Pentacles might be telling you to be like aware of what you're supposed to be planning, or like the opportunities that you have, you need to be careful on. Like maybe what's given to you at this time is like something you need to be having care or risk upon. Let's see. We could put like maybe second guessing. Opportunities. Further practice in planning, perhaps. And then like personally like careful spending. I think those are quite important, generally speaking. Like, you know, in this day and age, just being general. Oh my gosh, Bio Penguin, hello. Lecture ended early and I can listen to the readings. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Chess. I have now hydrated. But yeah. I don't know. Kind of funny. Well, the readings, if I would consider kind of funny, because it's like you're being told like, oh, look at all these things that would be like ahead of you, and like you're gonna be creative and be bold. There's gonna be new opportunities that transform like old thoughts into new ones. You'll be moving forward, and then for Poppy, it was just like, be aware, you know? I've gathered a bit of money for a trip soon. I hope it'll go well then, and by a bit I mean like a few years. Oh my gosh, I hope that goes well too then. I'm actually kind of in a similar boat. I've been planning for a trip for like 2 years now. So I'm hoping to be able to have that this year for me too. Yeah. I think it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, I don't know how like a job or financially you're doing, but I think that it's something to keep in mind just in case. If that is something to be aware of. Sorry, I didn't mean to make this sound so scary. I hope you're not. I'm like, oh no. I feel bad. I'm not trying to make these sound so scary. I think even if you do want to go on that trip, like you might have to just like further plan what you want to do. Be careful of your spending when you're out there too. perhaps? That's something to think about. I know this is a weekly reading of some sort, but I guess even something like this could be like said quite you know, a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Be careful with your money, Poppy. Perhaps that's what this reading may be about. But if nothing happens this week, we could check on how that goes for next week. Where do I want to go? I want to go visit. You might want to go visit Europe. Booking hotels and flights right now. Ooh, okay. I have not even done that yet. I actually used to have an opportunity to do like a very cheap cruise around Southeast Asia, and that fell through. So I was like, maybe a Europe trip would be nice. Yeah, Euro trip. But that's a thought. Yeah. Wait. Wait, Poppy, what if we meet up in Japan? Yeah, I have been saving up for either a Europe trip or a Japan trip. That is where I'm at the moment. Oh my gosh, waiting years for this trip. So exciting. Alright, sorry, Anya, you wanted a general reading? Oh yeah, Poppy, thank you for letting me do your reading. Really appreciate it. I really hope your trip goes through. It's always exciting and stressful. I'll be quite honest when it comes to planning out a trip. General reading for Anya. And you'll get... Oh, what the... What? 9 of Wands. You come to Lithuania, France, you can stay for free. How kind. I will let you know when that does end up happening, perhaps. 9 of Wands. Yeah, I was just thinking about when I had that dream that I visited Europe. I spoke about this, I think it was the last tarot reading day, or when we were talking about Kinder Penguin, and I had a dream that I visited Poppy. And it was kind of funny because it was around the same time Poppy was talking about me coming over so that I could try some Kinder Penguin. And I was like, oh, okay. That sounds so fun. Alright, 9 of Wands is resilience, courage, persistence, a test of faith, and boundaries. I feel like we got this card last week as well. Let's see. Well, I've seen it before. Well, I've seen a lot of cards, but okay, let's see. Anya, you weren't here 2 weeks ago to do a reading, so I'm gonna scroll back just a tad. Yes, you did. Okay, since obviously I don't know how you look, you did have an apricot hat on, and you had your wonderful, cute little green dress with the apron on top, and the dress itself was like a lot more detailed. And so was the apron you had on you. It was like Forest Lolita style, Mori Loli style. That like, you know, you had a little shawl and you had a little apricot hat, and I was like, oh my gosh, Poppy just looks like how Poppy would look. How I saw her. Poppy was Poppy. Alright, resilient. Courage. Boundaries. And persistence. Alright, Nine of Wands. When it's upright, show comes as a sign even in the face of adversity. You stand tall and strong. You may be on the edge of exhaustion, but you are resilient, persistent, and ready to do what it takes to get to the finish line. You've endured significant challenges and struggles along your path. Just when you think you're making progress, you suffer another setback. Nine of Wands asks you to trust that this is merely a test of your grit and resilience, and know that every time you overcome an obstacle, you are getting stronger. See this nine as an assurance that I eventually prosper and you'll maintain your position. If you do not succeed at first, try again. The Nine of Wands encourages you to keep pushing. You're so close to the finish line. Even if you want to give up, this is your final challenge before you reach your goal. Don't let go of your hopes and dreams, you're so close to making them a reality. Others may try to oppose your plan or make things difficult for you, or even attack you on what you're putting out in the world. And very often they do it because they're jealous of your success or projecting their own insecurities and fears onto you. Don't let them get to you. You are a change maker and you have a vital message to share to everyone. Don't dim your light because of others' insecurities. On a more positive note, you do have people who do support you. The Nine of Wands invites you to find your cheerleaders and personal bodyguards, those who will protect you from the ongoing challenges and cheer you on to the finish line. Even if others oppose you, you have many more people who will support you. Let them help you. The advice of the Nine of Wands is establish your boundaries and protect those lines. You're allowing others to stand in your If you allow others to stand in your way or deplete your energy, you will not be able to assert yourself or protect yourself from those people. Be clear on what you need in this situation to be successful and reach your goals, and then communicate those needs to others. Bring your conscious awareness to how you're proactively using boundaries to protect your energy. Don't let your dreams be memes. Yes. Yeah, I do apologize, Poppy. I am not actually a old white-haired Drago. But yeah, seems like whatever path you're on, Anya, you're doing just fine. Probably just gotta keep trudging on. Seems like it's kind of tough. Might be some people trying to make you feel bad about what you're doing. Could also just be like, you gotta put up certain boundaries so that people can understand, like so you don't waste your energy or time on other people as well. I don't know if that means anything to you. But thank you for your reading. Super happy to have you ask for one. In other words, block every single anti I see. Yes. Sure, that works out. One general reading. Okay, sure thing. Chest. Let me write you down. Just general, and you'll get reverse 6 of Pentacles. Yep. 6 of Coins. Reverse. All our Pentacle cards have been reversed at this time. It's a little nerve-wracking, honestly, all things considered. But the Six of Pentacles, when it's reversed, excuse me, means to take care of yourself. Self-care. Maybe it's like one-sided charity. Like, you know, you can be giving to others freely, but you're not receiving anything back in return. Maybe overcommitting to others. Maybe there are like debt you're on. So, let me write these down. Self-care. I think that's like the most important one. I feel like that you really need for yourself. Since, again, not that I know everything about what's going on in your life, but from the last few readings from I recall, you've been pretty stressed out. And, also being alone. So, remember to give yourself time for yourself. One-sided. Mindful. Debts. Alright, so let me give a more in-depth reading on that. The Six of Pentacles reversed reminds you to make sure you're giving to yourself. A little self-care can go a long way, especially if you've been in a giving mode for a long time. Consider giving yourself a little treat to show yourself appreciation for everything you've done. Maybe you go get a massage. Maybe you buy yourself a box of chocolate. Maybe even writing a note to yourself to say thanks for everything. The Six of Pentacles reversed can suggest that while you're giving to others freely, they are not giving back in return. For example, you may have lent money to a friend, but they don't pay you back. Or you help someone else, but they fail to return the favor and show a lack of gratitude and appreciation. Excuse me. If it's a one-way street, you may feel that you're being taken advantage of. While you cannot change the other person's response or force them to repay favors, you can learn from the experience and decline to help in the future. Or if you decide to help again, suggest an alternative way to pay you back so there's still a healthy exchange of energy. Perhaps they can offer you a service in return, for example. If you're struggling yourself, be careful that you do not overcommit yourself to others who seek your help. You may have a tendency to spend or give away more energy or even material goods that you can afford, or monetary goods, my bad. While being a generous spirit is a wonderful quality, you do need to ensure that you're able to support yourself too. Six of Pentacles reverse asks you to be mindful about taking on debt. You might be prone to getting in over your head and may come back to bite you with increasing interest rate or personal threats you're unable to pay back in time. Six of Pentacles can also reflect on the selfish side of charity. Like you're not trying to prove to others that you are generous, aiming to give selflessly rather than selfishly. The last is if this is between a relationship, whether it's romantically or, you know, with family, things like that. There might be a creation of inequality in that relationship. And you need to be careful of not being taken advantage of, or you're not always the one making compromises for the other person's benefit. Hi Citrus, welcome. I was just doing a reading for chess here. Um, so yeah, it might be just telling you that to be more mindful of your energy and time that you give to others' chess. Perhaps you have a lot more on your plate than you expect. So be aware of where you put your limited amount of time, let's say. If that's the case. If it doesn't mean much, if that doesn't really equate to what's going on with your life, no worries. You know, as I always say, sometimes readings don't give like the best answer, and sometimes if you do want to be more in-depth to it, you can look into a variety of other ways of reading the card as well. Mine is very general. It's a guide, but if you do want to recognize what the cards may mean for you more, feel free to study the card yourself too. Yeah. Yeah, thank you for letting me read for you. I'm gonna grab some water here. Ooh, we all planning trips now, aren't we? That's exciting. Dragon kick the next card? What? Are you asking for a general, or do you want me to just like throw away the next card for you? Yeah. The usual. Okay, a general reading then. There's a manga con in March in Leipzig. I do apologize if I mispronounced that. One of the streamers I watch will be setting a booth there. Wow! That's so fun! Oh my gosh. Ooh, High Priestess. Ooh, look at this card. Oh, dang it, it doesn't show it. Okay. It literally like glowed when I grabbed onto it, and now it's not glowing anymore. Okay. General for Bossmeyer. Oops. Oh my god, I've been like writing so bad. Typoing IRL with a pen, so it's like extra bad. Alright, High Priestess. Intuition, sacred knowledge, subconscious mind. Sorry, I'm writing down stuff. Inner voice, you know? Or higher power if you do believe in a religion or God or higher being in that matter. The High Priestess is related with inner knowledge. Oh, yes. Her appearance in a reading can signify it's time for you to listen to your intuition rather than prioritizing your intellect and conscious mind. When the High Priestess shows up, it can depict an archetype known as Divine Feminine, the mysterious female that understands and holds the answers to deep unknowns like religion, yourself, and nature. career represents something that's intuitive and beginning to open to her or his spirituality. Meditation, prayer, and new spiritual work is indicated. When she appears in a reading, she is calling to you to listen to her message and fall into your own depths. You're searching within yourself to be done for the answers that you seek. The answers to your questions you have are within, not without. Alright. So I do know, I feel like last time a lot of your, let me see, going back just a tad here so I don't get the wrong information, but do you think last time it was a lot about like monetary stuff? Yeah, like relooking your relationship with money or material goods. You're feeling stuck with that. I think your last few readings were all pentacle cards, surprisingly. And so keeping that in mind, maybe like with your career or maybe with financial stuff, the High Priestess could signal a period of education or higher learning. Maybe if you're looking to returning to school for training, if that's not the case, there may be big choices about your future career projects, and the High Priestess suggests you to rely on your gut instincts. It could also mean that there might be an appearance of a mentor or guide that can help you progress further in your work as well. The High Priestess, when it's related to the mystery and the unknown, might be telling you to be wary of discussing your finances with others. You might be presented with the opportunity to put your finances into use, and you should use your intuition on whether or not it's a good choice. Take time to probe onto your feelings. If there are red flags, something won't feel right, and you should listen to them. This card signals a time for self-reflection on your emotions. You might be feeling compelled to explore your inner self while wrestling with uncertainties. You should trust your intuition that illuminate these complex feelings that help and let them guide you to uncover what truly resonates within. Yeah, so a lot of it's just kind of like looking within yourself, trusting your intuitions, like seeking knowledge with like, if you like read like, you know, the Bible or something, if it's like part of what you do, you could probably seek knowledge through that. Maybe embracing a period of reflection and giving yourself time to meditate, something like that as well. Seems like in the end, as a major arcana, it's like trust your gut instinct. You're the one who knows yourself the best in those situations. Ooh, house buying. Congratulations, that is amazing. Yep, probably need to put a lot of hours into researching what you're looking to buy then, if that's the case. Thank you for letting me do your reading. It's so exciting. You're first buying your house, and not a lot of people can do that. Alright, we should be open for another reading. So tired. Excuse me for yawning. Oh yes, sorry. Bio Penguin. General, please. Yeah, totally. Let me fill this out. Penguin. Penguin. It is a 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups, usually their keywords are nostalgia, memories, familiarity, comfort, sentimentalness. It's a lot about thinking on the past. The 6 of Cups outright generally represents generosity, happiness, and childhood. It could stand for you wanting to return to a happier time, whether you're a child, teenager, or young adult. And many times these memories are things of the past which reflect the aspects of ourselves that have vanished. You may feel that remembering these times is the only way to feel happy. The 6 of Cups appearing in a reading seems to indicate that while we may look upon the past with a happy eye, we must avoid living in it. 6 of Cups means that you might be returning to a familiar place. This could be like your hometown, an old friend's house, a school, or any place that holds a meaning to you. You're seeking to reconnect with people from your past. You're looking to the past to find the answer to the crisis or challenge that you are facing now. You'll be seeking the comfort and warmth of people that unconditionally love you. Gather strength to face the trials that are in front of you. Let me write some stuff down. So, I'm trying to remember. I think the last time we had a reading for you was quite a while back. I don't truly recall everything that was it, so I do apologize if I don't remember much. Oops, sorry. However, it is kind of telling what the card is saying is maybe you're looking too far into the past of something that you may be like wanting to return, and you're kind of feeling a little like sentimental, or you're like, oh, like, you know, the times back then were so much better, etc, etc, etc. But you shouldn't look into the past to like find your answers, you know. Oh, it's okay, don't worry. I'm just glad to see you here too. So like, it could be like, you know, you're reconnecting with friends or family that you haven't seen in forever. Maybe you're healing from like a loss or breakup, and like that doesn't mean it has to be romantic, you know. Like, you could have like friend breakups too, and those are really stressful and struggling to do as well. Maybe during work or like school, you're like trying to not repeat past mistakes that you had before. Maybe you're also like learning a lesson like for your like jobs. Perhaps maybe even moving back to your parents' place. That's like, you know, your old house that you've used to live in. It could be a lot of things. Like you're trying to look into the past for like challenges you have, or you're looking to find like comfort in like familiarity, like, you know, visiting your parents or hanging out with your friends again. Hi, Felly. No, you're just in time. I'm still doing a reading for Bio Penguin here. If none of those really make sense to your situation, that is okay too. You could just completely ignore it. But yeah, I'll be honest, sometimes these days with like how the world is going, it feels pretty like, oh, like, you know, it'd be so much simpler at when I was like 5 or something. You know, if I was like a little kid, I wouldn't have to worry about like certain things like that. Oh my god, I actually almost dropped my phone. Oh. Ouch. Okay. I am a mess today. Yeah, don't fall for that nostalgia bait. You got it. You got it, you got it. like focus on the future, focus on the present, what's ahead of you, and it'll be fine. Like it's fine to like look back into the past to like understand what to like not get yourself into again, but like don't just be like stuck in there being like, oh, you know, it would have been better if things were like this. Well, like it's not like this anymore, you know. You gotta move forward. That's what this card is kind of like a good reminder of. Oh, Hamo! Hey, Virgil! Welcome! Haven't seen you in a while, too. Hope you've been well. We should have a, be able to do a reading now. Hello, thank you for the follow. A general reading. Oh! Hi! Yeah. I was like, oh, your name sounds very familiar. You commented on my, nonogram, VODs. Thank you for all the help on Waffy's nonogram. I've been watching the VODs for assistance. I have learned a lot. Yeah, I'm so glad. I've been talking about puzzle theory so much. I'm actually debating that after I finish my stream, I'm gonna take like a quick break to make some food, and then I'm gonna be playing more of Waffy's nonogram after this. But yeah, welcome. Hello. So nice to have new Drek companions come by. You've had a hectic week and hope I've been healthy. Thank you. I've honestly had a hectic week as well. It's pretty annoying. I've just been kind of like on and off with my sickness, so that's been a little bit of a struggle for me. I think I've come to realize that I need to talk less. Because I have been having a constant sore throat, and I recognize it's because I stream too much. So it's because I talk too much on stream, and I usually don't talk. So I'm just like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'll be a bit more careful on that. I feel like I don't even talk that much on stream. Watching people stream, I don't even think I talk that much, but apparently my body ain't ready for that, you know? Alright. Ooh, the star reverse. Dang, and you had a hectic week? This, the world is like... It's gonna be more hectic now, and I'm like, well, that's not very nice, okay? No, I feel so bad. I apologize. Okay, Virgil visits, and suddenly it's like, boom, reverse star. And I'm like, no. Okay, Let me see how to read this more properly without sounding so terrible, because the general word state is like hopelessness, despair, a lack of faith, despondency, and I'm like, my god. Okay. Okay, when the star card is reversed, it means that you are feeling as though everything has turned against you. The challenges that you would normally see exciting may seem to feel like you cannot overcome them. They might feel very daunting to you. You may have also lost faith in something, whether it's inside yourself or something you normally find dear. Ask yourself these questions when you see this card. Where in your life are you feeling hopeless? In what ways do you feel defeated? And how does that affect your actions? Star reverse asks us to nurture our sense of hope and positive energy to help propel our actions with joy instead of fear. When the reverse star appears, you might be having self-doubt and a loss of faith that's clouding your judgment. Are you suffering from a loss of confidence? Do you pick at your own flaws with excessive harshness? Do you feel that you're unworthy of love, and why? Others can sense this from you, within you, and could make you feel worse while reinforcing your negative feelings about yourself. It is important to remember all the wonderful things about yourself, so that you can see yourself as a worthy person. The doubt and loss of faith can also apply not to yourself, but also to your feelings about certain things in general, such as love, or like your job, and things like that. Or maybe you're feeling cynical in what you believe in, that like love only creates pain, or like hanging out with others would be painful, or it's an illusion. But it's actually an attitude problem that pushes others away from you. You may no longer feel enthusiasm or creativity in what you want to do, and you only see things in a pessimistic manner. While we despair, we make a bad situation worse, and it's likely that it may be tense right now, but it's not as bad as you seem to make of it. Perhaps a change in your approach or perspective, or even your attitude, may be all you need to give you the motivation to make those positive changes. So how I'm reading this card is that, like, as a star, you know, a star is quite bright. Not the biggest star, you know, there's the sun, which you got last time, which I really loved. But this one is like, maybe the star within you, maybe the sun within you is dim. Maybe, if anything, maybe it's like post-event blues mixed with not feeling so special. Aww. Yeah, maybe that is kind of how you're feeling right now with the situation that you're in. Yeah, because you did say that you had an event. You went to an event, you like got out of your my brain is saying like you got out of your hole. It was like, no, it's not a hole, but like, you know, you got out of your comfort space to reach out to check out an event that was like nearby for you. And then now you feel like a bit of like sadness, you know, emptiness now that it's gone. What is it called? Like the post-con blues, something like that. FOMO, or like, it's not even fear of missing out, it's like fear of just not being there anymore, you know. But how I could see that is like the fact that you had a lot of fun with where you went. That means that, like, you know, it was a wonderful time for you. So like, hopefully, you know, how I would see it positively is that like, oh, maybe another time I could meet these people again, or I could, if I go to another event, I'll just it'll be something to look forward to. As for how you're not feeling so special, that is a little rough. I would not know where that feeling might be coming from. Maybe from the people you met, you're like, oh, like they shine a lot brighter than I do, and that is a pretty sad feeling to have upon yourself, to think that you don't have that brightness that other people might have too. But every star shines differently towards different people. So maybe the people that you met, you shined as bright to them as they did to you as well. Not every star twinkles on the sky when you look up. Sometimes you just gotta see it at a different angle. And I still think about the time that you were you were given the sun back in the beginning of February, and you were also given the world, even though it was reversed. You were also given the world back in January as well. You had a lot. Your your readings have all been major arcanas. A good chunk of them, honestly. So in the last few times we've done your reading, it feels like there's been a lot of ups and downs in your life, that you feel like you need to be more. The Queen of Wands was completely on point too. Yeah. Let's see. I just saw that. Yeah. Your stability, camaraderie, embodying certain qualities that you recognize and want to see within others and within yourself. But kind of like going back to the sun, it is around 24/7, but for certain people on this world, you don't see it for about 10 hours in a day. So it's not like you're not there, but sometimes you're not able to give your light out all the time. You need breaks and time for yourself. Oh, hello Galaxy, welcome. So yeah, I wouldn't feel too negative about these feelings, as when I was reading the star reverse, it's just kind of recognizing why do you feel this certain way about yourself, and when it all comes down to it, it's not that you're not a special person or you don't feel special at all. It's that there's probably that certain specialty for yourself, is that sometimes at this point maybe you just don't see it right now, and you're feeling that negativity on top of not being at the event because you have that post-con blues. So at this time, maybe your star is not as bright, but in another time it will be there. So don't feel so bad. Hey, if anything, that means that you had a great time at the event. So hey, that's good. I think that's quite a positive thing to come out of when you get out of an event. After visiting an event, you're just like, oh, I wish I could have done more. And it doesn't mean that those events are gone. You'll have a chance to go to another one and do more things you want to do. The night is always darkest before the dawn, as they say. Whoa! A flower stand? That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I was actually talking to a friend about because they do flower stands for Japan and stuff. Yeah, that sounds so fun. You know which places to do it in LA now. Wow. Or Louisiana. I don't know which the LA stands for. Is it Los Angeles or Louisiana? Either way, I'm not trying to dox you. Sorry. Thank you. Yeah, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that sounds very therapeutic. I actually, back when I was a baby Drago, I used to visit like I used to do Japanese flower arrangements, like I think it's called like higabana. If I got that incorrectly, I do apologize. I don't remember the terms anymore. And that was really fun as a kid. I wish I did it more, like, you know, kept up with it. But it was just something I do recognize or remember, just being very relaxing. But yeah, oh my gosh, who you can make a flower bouquet or like a flower stand for? Is it Mint? That sounds so fun. Yeah, no, that sounds great. Mint's gonna be at a event in March too. Pretty excited for that. I'm not gonna be there personally, but I'm very excited just to see her more around. You know, reading? Yeah, okay. This will be possibly my last reading. Yeah, Ikebana, thank you. I actually also do a lot of flower readings too. I mean, I guess it's just a girly girl thing of mine. the girl side of things where you're into black magic and doing witchcraft. Whereas, and then there's the girly side of knowing what flowers mean. Symbolism is very cool, yes. Alright, Felly, general reading. Let's get that for you. Yeah, I was like, I think Higabana is like the spider lilies, but my brain was just like, it's something Bana because of Hana. And I was just like, okay, I'm gonna look like a stupid idiot saying this, but anyways, I'm just gonna keep going with this conversation. Yeah, I'll actually talk about I'll definitely talk about the flower on my head a bit later. It's actually something I was quite shocked that my mama, Ruby Mama, drew for me when I did not really say much about myself, but nonetheless they took what I've told them and created this design for me. But okay, 10 of Cups for you, Philly. Oops. So, it's reverse. There's a happy home situation, maybe separation, domestic conflict, or disharmony, or you feel isolated. I feel like this is one of those, like, I miss Quet so much emotions that are showing in these cards right now. so when the Ten of Cups is reversed, strong bonds that once forged with family and community are broken or twisted. The Ten of Cups is truly the most happily ever card, but somehow this idealization image of domestic peace and comfort has been broken. Or it felt unrealistic all along. Instead of connections, you may find distance. Instead of coming together, you may be pulling apart. Your hope for happy times and special moments seem to not meet your expectations. You should learn to treat each other well, love each other, and care for each other. This is the best way to ensure that you retain your harmonious living. Clashing between family and or love can be suggested by the Ten of Cups. Maybe external matters may be creating chaos in your romantic life, or maybe there's meddling relatives that believe that you two are not meant to be together. It is important now more than ever to face these criticisms from your family or from others as a unit. Defend each other and avoid public arguments. Ensure that your partner feels loved during these turbulent times. Maybe for yourself, you may be dealing with like tension or frustrations with work, or you're feeling lonely. The atmosphere where you're working at or where you live in feels more hostile and not as supportive as you wanted it to be. There might be an upsetness between your work-life balance, like you're working more than you expect and you're suffering from that. Yeah. Ten of Cups in general usually deal with things emotionally, so perhaps like you're feeling a bit of like I don't know, possibly like a disappointment or disillusionment of like connections that you're having. Maybe there's something that's missing in your relationship and you're feeling emotionally distant. I do know that last we spoke, you're like, oh, like, you know, I just miss Quet so much. He's off somewhere, and now he's back, and, and now he's gone again. Fuck. Yeah. Like we just got to play Reanimal, and now there's nothing set up for us yet. Fuck. It's crucial to acknowledge that these feelings that you have and explore what truly resonates within yourself, so you can either address these issues together or seek clarity on what brings you genuine joy. If you want to like have some action upon that, maybe like focus on redefining your personal happiness or emotional fulfillment. Maybe take time to self-reflect, journal about your desires and values to gain clarity. Engage in open conversations with loved ones to address any underlying tensions or misunderstandings. Embrace activities that nurture your spirit, such as pursuing hobbies or spending time alone to foster a deeper understanding of what makes you feel whole again. You know, you did go to that Love and Deep Space event, and I remember that you said that you went alone. You were a lot nervous about it. So maybe instead of things that are happening outside, it's like also like an internal feeling that you have upon yourself. Where maybe like, because trying to word this more properly. Like I do recall when I saw your journaling. Yeah, you were super nervous about that. and you felt like disconnected or feeling maybe like, oh, is this like really gonna be all right? And you know, I heard like seeing your journals, it seems like it went really great. Yeah. So it might be something that's outside that's kind of looking into your life, and you just want to like you might be dealing with some of that loneliness after an event too, something similar to like a post event blues as well. Oh my gosh, everyone's having post event blues. Well, just know that, like, you know, reflect on those feelings, recognize that maybe you're feeling too unfulfilled and you're like kind of being too harsh on yourself. Post-event depression. Yeah. And you know, once again, recognize, like, you know, the event I went to gave me like genuine joy, you know, like I was so happy to be at this event. And so, like, consider that you feel that depression because you were happy in that situation. Don't stay depressed though, you know. Don't stay depressed about those feelings. It's kind of one of those things where it's like the reason you're sad is because you were once happy situations, you know. And you feel quite separated from it all again, you know. You're like, oh my gosh, I had like so much fun, and now I had to like walk away from it, and I don't know when I'll ever see like the cute men again who like hugged me and kissed my hands and Felly went to a Love in Deep Space event. Sorry, I didn't get hugged or kissed by men. I would never want that to happen to me, actually. I would be scared. Unless they're actually just 2D, then I'm fine with that. 3D men, no thank you. 2D men, I am totally okay with. I'm already looking forward to the next Love in Deep Space event I could go to. Yay, that's awesome. Alright, I'm gonna actually close off my readings here. Do appreciate you guys all joining me and letting me do a card reading for you guys. It's so fun. Aw, you cried in front of the cosplays that made you feel so welcome and you were overwhelmed. Aw. I think that's the nice thing about like having like cosplayers at like those certain events. It's like you're not like alone. You don't have to feel alone, you know? Like that just makes me feel like, you know, they're there to help you out when you're feeling alone and stuff like that. Yeah, of course. Thank you for letting me read. We got a lot of readings done today. Really happy to have done a lot for you guys too. And then of course, once again, if none of these readings work out properly for you guys, you know, it's just a guide, it's just a suggestion, really. But don't feel like you need to be like, I need to follow these things one-to-one. Never have I ever, and never will I ever say that that's what you need to do, especially with all these cards floating around. Oh, dang. I was like, wait, it could like stay on my face. But yeah, speaking of flower reading, so for those who don't know, the flower on my head is a it's called a trillium, a great white trillium. And I really appreciate that my mama put this on my model, because it means like recovery fragility. No, they say beauty. I don't really think I have that much. Maybe inner beauty. And it's about like, I think the main thing I got from it is like recovery or resilience. And it kind of made me really happy because when I asked for Mama to design this model, I was like, well, I kind of got out through like a lot of tough, like rough situations like for years. And like the model itself, my model itself is actually very it's all fully designed by my mama, except for I only asked for my hair to have air vents, and I gotta have my pits out. But I was going through a tough time, yeah, so it was like, oh, it shows how tough I was, how I got through all of that. And I do like it that it's like a constant reminder that I'm not a victim, I'm a survivor, you know. Sorry, I had a conversation with a friend and we were just talking about how like how tough it is being like an immigrant, like coming from an immigrant family. And we were just like, oh, our parents went through a lot, and they're just like, oh, I'm not a victim of what we went through, I'm a survivor of what we went through situation. What are you curious about, Chess? Tell me. Are those horns or ears? That is a very good question. We'll leave that to whatever you guys think it might be. Who knows, actually? Who knows? I did also want to mention my design personally, besides being inspired by Amuro from Gundam. It's actually my hugest inspiration was Reed from Arknights. I really like Reed from Arknights, the mobile game. It's my antennas to contact the mothership. Beep 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 beep. Wait, I am the mothership. So yeah, I'm really just walking, checking out my books right now. So a big inspiration for my design was Reed from Arknights. A lot more simplified than her alternate design that she has. But yeah. And also I'm a dragon. You guys usually don't see my tail. Do I also sleep standing up? I guess so. I can't really move my body, right? With having a 2D model, I actually really want to get a 3D model eventually, because I really want to do like I want to do dance streams. But like, you know, I'm not made of money, so they'll just have to wait. Reed canonically sleeps standing up. Oh my god, you're right. I forgot that was a thing. But I was thinking like if I had a 3D model, I could play DDR, I could play Dance Rush, I could play Dance Around, things like that. Sorry, you guys can keep seeing my mouse just hovering because I'm just like dragging myself over. Yeah. One day, we'll see. One day, I don't know. Oh yeah, 3D model with VR chat. That'd be so cool. I want to play that. There's a game that's similar to Dance Rush via like VR. It's I bought it on Steam, but I know they're not updating it anymore, and it's just being like the only reason it's still around is because it's just being survived by like mods. Dance Dash, yeah. Okay, well, that's my lore. A bit of Drago lore in the the tarot reading. Oh, sorry. Sorry, walking up the stairs real quick. Oh, I can't make my model smaller. Fuck. Oh yeah, okay. Oh shit, I'm floating. Okay. Is a 3D model used for Live 2D or is that different? It's different. It's so Live 2D is actually all 2D, so it's actually a drawn image, and then the pieces are moved via like an animation program called like Live 2D, and then it's used through VTube Studio. So all that you see actually is a 2D image being edited to be able to move wonderfully. Big thank you to Ilion, my mama, papa. I have two moms. I call them my two moms. I know they kind of do like, oh, your illustrator is your mama, and then your rigger, your rig animator is your papa, and I'm like, no, I got two moms. It's fine. Ilion is wonderful. Ruby Mama is wonderful. That's what I got going right here. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. Actually, my hair can actually swing like crazy. Okay, I'm getting a headache just from swinging my head like that. Alright, yeah, I mean, that's it. I probably will play more Nonograms later today. I am itching for that. So, I'll see you guys for some puzzling later on. Perhaps like 2 hours from now. Time to start saving for that 3D model. We'll see. Yeah. I'll be honest, I don't make a lot of money. I'm not saying this to get money from you guys either. I'm just saying this to say this. Like, I'm pretty happy with what I have. If I ever do get a 3D model, that'd be cool. And I know people are like, oh, you could probably like fundraise or something. I'm like, I feel bad to even like pay people's money in the first place unless they like really want to. And even at that point, I'm just kind of like, do you need to take care of yourself first? Like, I always get scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, money. Speaking of, I saw that there's like this 3D model webcam that was like, what was it, like $15,000, and I was like, whew. I wish I had that, you know. That's crazy, you know. That's like, it works so well, but I'm just like, wow, people who have that money to spend, that's amazing. And like they can do it for VTubing and stuff. That's amazing. I know some people will be like, oh, that's like such a waste of dollars or whatever. Okay, you know what, like that's not my dollars that's being spent, you know. That's their dollars, and they probably have a lot of dollars to like spend. Yeah, $15,000 for a 3D model camera. Like, it's not even the 3D model itself, it's the camera to make you move with the 3D model. I was like, that's crazy. Yeah, it's definitely an investment, you know. Like, if you're able to earn that much and then you spend that much and then you still earn more because you're able to show off your model and do those styles, like, that's crazy. Oh no, yeah, that's what it is. You're buying a new machine for a more efficient production. And that's kind of like how I'm feeling. Like, if I even did get a 3D model, can I even show it off properly, you know? It's very complicated. Yeah, VTubing is expensive but fun. I really wish I could have a 3D model just out of like being able to like to play like rhythm games or like dance games, because that's like something I can't show off. I can't show off on stream, and that is one of my biggest major hobbies. Like in general. But yeah, alright. Sorry, didn't mean to ramble a bit about all these crazy things in this world and VTubing and lores and whatever, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for hanging. I'll see you guys possibly soon. I wanna play more puzzle games. I wanna push my brain a bit. Alright, let's see you guys next time. Bye bye. You trust that I'm an ace dancer? Alright, sorry, one last lore drop. Did you guys know that I used to do ballet for like 13 years of my life? Heard it from here, man. I used to do ballet and tap dancing for like almost 15 years of my life, and then I stopped. Yeah. I've done it since I was since I was 3 years old. Yes. So I actually quite put some trust in my dance skills. The funny thing that my mom has told me, my real Drago mom has told me, she said, if I didn't take you to dance class, you'd probably you'd probably have no dance skills in your life. That's what she told me. You'd be like, you'd probably like, you would have no dancing bones if I didn't take you to dance class. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. Yes, alright. Yes, I have done shows as well. So like, it wasn't like anything like Broadway-esque, but you know, the stage, people actually bought tickets to watch us do dance and get invited to do other stuff, but yeah. They put bones in you in that class? Yeah, the dancing ones apparently. Yep. If you guys wonder where some of my bluntness may come from, it's from my parents. Alright. Thank you for hanging. See you guys next time. Bye bye.